If you look up IMDb's top 5 TV series of all time, you'd get an unlikely contender at the 4th spot. A Japanese anime series with only one season of 12 episodes of 25 minutes each. One Punch Man is a story about a man named Saitama, who is a superhero and can destroy all his opponents with one punch only. Sounds interesting, right? So I decided to check it out, and everyone whom I talked to about it since has told me that it was the best comedy series they had ever seen, but could not point out what made it so great. So I started thinking, what is good comedy? I think the answer lies in what comedy writer Steve Kaplan has to say.
In comedy, the whole point is to tell the truth about people. I mean, to tell the truth about who you are and what you are. And I like to tell, when people often ask me, well, what's the, there's no difference between comedy and drama in the writing and the acting. And I say, well, that's not true. Drama helps us dream about what we could be. We become the best of who we are when we're writing or acting drama. But comedy helps us live with who we are.
Since its release in 2015, the majority of debates and discussions on the web have centered around the source of Saitama's godlike power. Some critics have gone out to even compare anime universes and brought in Dragon Ball Z's Goku. But none of them are willing to think as to why he has been given these powers and how being the fictitious character which he is serves the greater narrative of the series in expressing its key themes. Now, I am not an anime buff and I don't claim to know everything about superheroes, but looking at it as a piece of film, this is what I feel. The system of classification of heroes by the Hero Association, which made it into an industry, is a parallel to the real-world education, job and entertainment industry. Even the underachieving heroes with less than average power try to rise in rankings just because it's a prestigious thing to do. Just like in the real world, hordes of young students, job seekers and artists take up popular fields with almost no aptitude in it, just for money or prestige in the society, while real talent like Saitama rot in anonymity. I think this is where the answer to his powers lies, and he says it repeatedly.
俺は趣味でヒーローをやってるものだが、趣味でヒーローをやっているものだ。ただ、俺はヒーローを趣味としてやっている。んなこと言われても、俺がやりたくてやってんだ。俺は趣味で、じゃなくて、趣味でヒーローをやってるもんだ。
He does it for fun and nothing else. This is the writer trying to tell us that you can be the best at anything you want only if you love it and have fun while doing it. And all the while people around you who have complicated backstories will keep asking, how does he do it? It's funny because it's true. In the very first episode, it is made clear that the real problem Saitama faces is not a physically or psychologically superior opponent, but a much more personal crisis of boredom. This is a problem all of us have faced, irrespective of being successful or unsuccessful. It is the very reason we turn to anime or movies or TV series as a form of escape. It is something which makes us human to such an extent that even superhumans cannot escape it. Yeah, it's funny because it's true. Saitama's baldness, in contrast to the flamboyant Amai Musk, represents society's obsession with beauty, which often prevents him from being famous in spite of his clear overachievement. Again, a very real problem which millions of people around the world face on a daily basis. It's funny because it's true. The first thing which struck me about this series is the way in which Saitama's face has been drawn. This style is a marked departure from faces of traditional anime characters. There is a simplification of features which might represent him being so different from everyone around him that he doesn't even belong to the same style. Then there is something which Scott McCloud in his book Understanding Comics calls universality, where we can relate easily to characters which look simple as compared to more realistic ones. This has earlier been achieved by creators like Herge in Tintin, where the readers can mask themselves in the characters and safely enter a sensually stimulating world. One set of lines to see, another set of lines to be. Finally, there's the end credits sequence, which is what Scott McCloud calls aspect to aspect transition. it captures the mood of the story. None of the characters of the series feature in it, but instead we see an emphasis on the surroundings, which is so often overlooked. As you keep digging deeper and deeper, you see meaning unfolding at every step. Call it postmodern, satire, or parody, there is no denying that One Punch Man is a piece of art which is capable of getting its message across to a willing audience. For everyone else, it's just comedy. But again, it's funny because it's true.